WFYM.
Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Hey.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chapo FYM.
WFYM.
WFYM.
Somebody this morning, memo for the record in our chat this morning was like, somebody was like, hey, new episode of the pod's great. I mentioned I had to go because we're going to go record soon, blah, blah, blah. Someone's like, the pod's been great, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else was like, oh, you guys have a pod too? What's it called? And I'm like, exclamation point podcast.
Chapo FYM podcast. What's it called? I don't know.
That'd be actually a pretty funny podcast name, exclamation point podcast. Only Twitch viewers would get it, but everybody else would be like, wow, these guys think they're cool because they cuss. Awesome. We just have it's exciting. We have an exciting pod.
I don't think I've ever said the name of the pod. Maybe I have, but I don't remember.
That's what I realized today. I never had to.
Because we've always just been Chapo FYM, so it's just, it's our podcast. I don't know. What do you do? I stream on Twitch, Chapo FYM.
Yeah.
Or I just go, I stream on Twitch. Don't worry about it.
So a stream on a channel is for a millionaire podcast, but I'm not the millionaire, but we have a podcast too now.
I'm basically a thousandaire. We started a podcast. We started a Patreon after them. We're kind of just trying to steal from them.
Mark Cuban taking notes, Jeff.
Well, I've been working on the radio show a little bit too, like the music one, and now I'm like, what do I call it now? Because we called that WFYM radio. So now
you call it the same thing because it's just going on Patreon, right?
Yeah,
right.
So that's fine. So who cares? It doesn't matter.
I guess that's true.
It's still the same
unless
station.
You want to listen, you can think of a new name if you want to, or you could just keep using that.
I probably will. You know how long it takes me to get anything done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I would
Chet,
do it.
How about you? I mean, it's a part of the same radio station. You just have a different block for that, right? That's what we're simulating here.
Yeah, I guess
so. You just need to think of a radio name for your show, like Chet's Cool Music.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a good one. I might just use that.
It's catchy.
Chet's Cool Music.
Chet's Cool Music.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chet's Cool Corner.
Yeah.
KKK. Chet spelled KHET. Ket. Isn't Ket the root they chew in like Indonesia?
I don't know.
Actually, I think it's Africa. Wait, what is it now? I can't remember.
I want to chew on some roots.
I mean, you could go outside and get some roots.
No, I'm thinking of Ket. Ket is a chess-like abstract strategy board game. Whoa, this actually looks fucking sick. What? Search KHET Ket.
Ket. KHET.
That looks really cool.
Oh shit! It's a laser game. Laser game 2.0. It's Innovation Toys. No, chess-like abstract strategy board game.
Look at that. You can
what? It was formerly known as Deflection. I kind of like Deflection more than Ket.
I like that better too.
Egyptian themed piece. What makes an Egyptian themed piece?
Pyramids.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Jake would love this.
Yeah.
My coworker was telling me about how he did Ket for the first time, or ketamine the first time this weekend at his birthday party, and then I was just talking to him. I was just like, Ket. He looked me all weird. I was like, oh, I can explain. And then I had to pull out my phone and show him the video of Kevin the ketamine gnome, and he loved it too. He asked me to send it to him.
You're like,
that would be funny if you showed him a clip of us watching that. Like, oh yeah, it's us.
Yeah,
check this out. Dude. Subscribe. You got Amazon Prime?
Yeah, wasn't this funny?
Yeah, just show me every video I show somebody is a video of us reacting to it on a stream beforehand, and that's the only way I show anybody any videos.
That'd be amazing.
Good. We need to get out there. Yeah. We need to be bigger. We need to make 1 million.
We need to go viral again.
I keep saying, we can do that. I got no problem going viral. It's just not. It's not 2012 anymore. You don't get paid for going viral.
I want to go Mr. Beast mode.
We need to get Mr. Beast burgers and we need to get paid.
We should do videos where we walk around showing us giving homeless people stuff. Those always do well. Fuck, man.
We should bring back prank videos. We should do that for our YouTube channel. Pranking in the hood.
Yeah. Roman Atwood style.
Releasing that in 2022.
Saying the N-word in the hood prank gone wrong.
It's like black guy jumps out of Bush's prank. How white women react.
Roman Atwood is so lucky he's not dead for the shit he used to do. He was also the original farting in the hood kid. And he was the one that did suicide prank on Halloween where he hung himself with it looked like he was just hanging from a rope, but he was actually in a brace. in like movie style, and just swinging back and forth like right at car level under a tunnel. And this car came through and just saw him and floored it. When it hit him, he just spun really fast.
That's so fucking funny.
Honestly, I would respect him if he did die during one. I don't respect him now, but if he did die during one of his pranks,
yeah, I don't like his name either. Roman Atwood. Fuck you.
Yeah. Are there any notable YouTube people who died while doing stunts and pranks for their channel?
Logan Paul died in the suicide forest.
No, but there was that guy. Fuck. No, I think they were like not American, but there was somebody that fell off a cliff or something while they were doing a selfie.
Oh yeah. What a way to go.
There's been a few. Oh, there was the guy that that was a big story. His wife shot him, or he shot her or something. Like they were doing a prank video where they were showing off a gun or something, but they were, I think, pretty big YouTubers, and one of them died.
Oh man.
Grumpy Cat died.
Grumpy Cat, yep, big YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, my cat Tard, short for tartar sauce. Man, that was such a cool save.
Look, wait, we gotta think about it real quick.
Journalist goes to like interview them, and they just have it like they're having fish that night, and they have it sitting out. So it's just a jar that says TARDAR. Hey, would you like some? You can put some on your plate, a little tartar sauce.
Oh, and you. I think we've talked about, maybe on the pod, at least we have on the stream, but Greg Plitt, the YouTuber who tried to outrun a train and got hit by it.
Oh, dude, I'd love to see that video.
That's a great one.
Yeah. That's an insane one.
Yeah, further down the road, there's a donkey standing there too. You got hit as well.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Love that. I got to go back and watch it. It's been a couple weeks.
Man, trying to outrun a train. When was that?
2015.
Crazy.
Oh, and then, oh, shit. Yeah, the girl who got shot by some crazy guy when she was signing autographs in Orlando.
Oh, yeah, Christine Grimmie.
2016, yeah.
I remember
and that was like the
Orlando.
week of Pulse, I think.
Yep. It got overshadowed by it completely. It was like the day before, the 2 days before or something.
We were literally flying out of Orlando the morning Pulse happened.
That's crazy.
So, it was wild, yeah. And then but that happened, and then also that's when the little kid got eaten by the alligator too.
Yep.
That same week. It was wild.
I remember that.
Down there.
Damn.
I remember.
That's my remembering corner.
I remember I had to drive people to the airport like 6 times that month, so I listened to a lot of podcasts, and I remember that time vividly. It was also shortly after Prince died.
Yeah. Prince died April 2016.
I'm thinking of Bowie, maybe. No, it was Prince I'm thinking of.
They both died in 2016.
Yeah, Bowie was later though, right?
Yeah.
This was more summary, so it was somebody talking about Prince dying.
But I remember because I also really got heavy into podcasts, and because that's when Come Town came out, and Chapo was starting, and a bunch of them.
The Home Improvement song.
Yeah, exactly. That was at that time it was
my new hospital
5
job.
episodes.
I had left the psych hospital, and I was starting at the ER.
It was so funny, and I was in summer school, and so I'd just be at the school, taking summer classes the entire day, and so I would just listen to Come Down and then be super bored and just listen to it again because I had nothing better to do.
Average Come Down listener.
Yeah, exactly.
I worry.
At 2016, I was the average Come Down listener for the first 8 episodes, and then I found better things to do. But I was just stuck. I was stuck there, and I didn't have I was all right, I can listen to music, but I'm kind of just bored, and I was like, this was funny, let me listen to it, and then 3 hours later just be all right, let me just listen to it again. I don't know.
That's me with music, man. This song's good, I'm gonna listen to it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Do you like the album? Haven't heard it. Just the single.
Fuck, man.
I have single listener brain, man. All of my playlists, they'll rarely have 2 of the same artist, 2 songs on it.
Yeah, I don't even do playlists. I listen to albums when I search on Spotify and shit.
I always do playlists. I do the radio just because there's some albums that
you have to. A Grand Don't Come for Free by The Streets. I absolutely have to listen to in a row, no shuffle. That's the point of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. If I'm listening to an album, it's no shuffle. I need to listen to it.
If you listen to an album on shuffle, you're a fucking psycho. That is a really good thing to lie about, just to try to stand out. I actually listen to all my albums on shuffle. You're a moron.
I'm gonna tell people that just so they think I'm insane.
Go, you know what, Tom? Go tweet that right now. I just want to see who replies to you, because I have a suspicion someone will. So a few in particular, I want to see if they reply to you and what they'll say.
Well, I've actually never listened to an album. So.
Oh wow, yeah,
I've never listened to music before.
I hate it.
I guess it's easy for me to do that too because all the EPs and LPs I listen to are like 7 minutes long, so it's not. I guess it's not really an album. I guess.
Yeah, it's still funny.
It's a long song.
It's still funny to think about the like turning on like an 18 track album for some artists being like shuffle that.
Hey,
go.
I don't care. I don't care what order it's in. That's so weird though, because you get so used to it. Like, because that'll happen where I'll play something and accidentally still have shuffle on, and it doesn't play the next song.
Even now,
just like what?
This goes all the way back,
on, man.
I think this goes all the way back to music pirating when everything was recorded off the radio and shit. Like if I get to the end of A Decade Under the Influence by Taking Back Sunday, I immediately expect to hear the little radio clip about Kobe Bryant because it like shuffles real quick and says Kobe Bryant on like the original download of that song, and I always say it in my head at the end of that song. Still, it's like been literally 20 years this week. Yeah, it's 18 years old. That was 2004. That album.
I can't remember, like the first time I listened to what was it, one of the Kanye West songs, I think it was Gold Digger, without the shitty like producer add-ons that random people would add. It was probably like 2011 or 2012, because every copy I had just had the worst like DJ Max presents.
So fucking
just 20 seconds of like
DJG
just
hey, you can't do that
before. It's like, all right, this guy's working with Kanye. It's kind of cool.
And then you're like, whoa, he doesn't say broke. Hearing the uncensored versions of songs for the first time because you download it and it wasn't on the radio or MTV. You're like, oh, well, there's a lot more words in here.
Oh no.
I can't say any of these. I think
I used it as an excuse once. I think I was a freshman in high school, and we had to do an English project. We had to pick a song and like write about it. And I chose a Biggie song, and the teacher pulled me aside. He's like, "This has swears in it. You can't do this." And I was like,
wrong?
"Oh, I've only listened to it on the radio."
I remember the one kid on the school bus gave me one of my first CDs I had was he burned me a CD of the censored version of the Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water by Limp Bizkit.
Oh my god! Why would he burn you the censored version?
Yeah, that's what his parents bought him. But I didn't know better. I thought it was cool. And then I remember like hearing the uncensored versions and being like, "Yep, I knew that's what that swear word would be." No, that's what it was. And, like,
oh my god!
I'm
imagining you listening to Hot Dog, and ain't it a shame that you can't say it's all and it's all
exactly, dude. That's exactly what it was, man. It was awesome. I thought it was so cool. And I was just remember like, dude, Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water, that's kind of like a butthole and pee or something, I think, right? Like, I just thought it meant poop and pee in some way, and thought it was just so gnarly. And that's and that was back in 2003, because that's when I had it was during my Fred Durst phase, and when I started playing Habbo Hotel, that was my name. It was Fred Durst 2003.
Oh my god. That should be your Fortnite name when you come back.
Actually, yeah, we'll make it that. That's a good idea.
Fred Durst 2003. Damn, he's young. Fred Durst is only 19 now.
Yeah, that was actually that Habbo Hotel account is the reason why I have trouble trusting women, because that's when I had my I met a girl on there. Her name, she was from Canada, second Canadian girl to break my heart, first of the two.
Oh no!
And her name was Skater Girl for Life. And we decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and then she
probably Aaron, to be honest.
Probably, honestly. But she was like, "Hey, since we're like a couple, you can like give me your password." And I was like, "Okay." And so I gave her my password to her account, and she just like immediately like stole all my stuff.
Yoinked it.
And so then I made another account. I found her. I was like, "Hey, if you don't give me all my stuff back, I'm gonna call the police." And then she got scared because she was like 13 too, and she gave me all my stuff back, and then we broke up.
Holy shit!
Yeah, fuck.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
You can't trust women, man.
Sucks.
They'll just
can't trust women avatars.
Yeah, they'll hack your account, or after you give them your password, and then steal all your Fernie.
Steal your Neo points.
Yeah, steal my Fernie.
My Fernie.
You got socially engineered.
Yeah. You did. You got fucking owned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what made me me.
Man, I remember my first brush of like talking to strangers online was probably like 2000. I'd walk to the library and play Yahoo Pool for hours and just chat with strangers as like a 12-year-old. I was literally a 12-year-old.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did that with StarCraft a lot.
Man, I probably talked to some fucking way bigger weirdos than you then. I was on Yahoo Pool. That's a shut-in game.
Yeah. StarCraft. I'm trying to think StarCraft, and then there was a whole bunch of different chat rooms that like you could go into. Yeah, because Yahoo had like
Yahoo
list
Games
of
is
chat
amazing,
rooms.
man.
Yeah,
I loved playing that shit, and you could go play any game, and every chat room was just fucking full. It's great. We were talking online. You know what's depressing? I just realized when you talked about Fred Durst 2003.
What's that?
We've all been online long enough. This is something our parents never had to experience because they weren't online, like growing up. We've all been online long enough where usernames back in like the early aughts was like if you saw someone with 05 or 06 in their name, it means that's when they graduate high school.
Yeah.
And now it's just their fucking year of birth, and you're like, oh,
Damn it.
goddamn.
That sucks, dude. No, it's been hitting me hard about getting older is working out at the dispensary, like scanning an ID and seeing they were born in 2001, and it's like
You're like,
selling weed to them.
Where's your mother?
God damn, you don't even remember 9/11. I can't sell you weed. Like, God, you don't even know where you were.
no, you're not legal.
You don't even know where you were in your mom's womb.
Oh, you look like such a fucking boomer being like, you don't remember 9/11, long-haired weed guy. Damn.
I remember I was in school watching it on the TV.
Chet immediately turns into Willie Nelson. Some kids these days. Man, Willie Nelson looks so cool at We Are the World recording. I didn't even recognize him at first in that video. He's so sexy, though.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the world.
Fuck,
I've
man.
been doing that to myself like since we started watching that video.
Big Brucey. Yeah, that's one of those things that'll get stuck in your head bad. I played Small Soldiers, the PC game, for like 2 hours, but then I was playing off stream, and I tried to stream, it didn't work, and a bunch of shit fucked up. The whole the CD gen or the CD drive simulator, or whatever, the emulator fucking kept crashing my computer. I was like, why am I keep getting blue screens? And it was that.
Yeah.
It fixed
That shit
it.
doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You can't play old games and you can't stream.
Apparently, it's just because Windows 11 hates all of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'll believe that.
But anyway,
I don't have Windows 11 yet, but
just playing that game for 2 hours, though, and playing as the Gorgons, I'd click something and Slam Fist would run over. He'd go, shoo, and run over to it. And I've had that fucking shoo stuck in my head for 2 or 3 weeks now. Aaron will ask me something in Fortnite, and I go, shoo. I can't stop.
So one of the ones that stuck with me is from me and my sister. This was probably since like 1999 on the first PlayStation. There was Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. It was an awesome game. And whenever you picked up like a health or something, the guy would go or something like that.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
So
Also from Star Wars, from Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, from the demo disc, the little guy that would like help you in the tutorial, and if you bump into him or smack him, he couldn't die. He would just run away, and he'd go, yeah. And I love to do that sound all the time too.
Yeah.
Just walk around and do it. And I haven't played that game in probably 20 years.
Hell yeah.
those like PC Star Wars games had great sounds.
Yeah, it would stick in your
Forces.
Dark Forces 2.
Yeah, when you'd shoot somebody, because I only had the demo CD.
Of course.
But
yeah,
they had like the Wilhelm scream, and then they had the like screams.
Yep.
Just incredible stuff as a kid to listen to and just keep shooting them over and over again.
That's like the old fireball sound from movies and video games that would go it's in like everything.
There's noise.
And there's also a door opening sound that's in like everything. Like the it's once you hear it once, you're like, oh yeah, it's Doom, Rise of the Triad. Great games. Doom was so goated.
It really was.
I remember
It was fun.
I remember when the really dark Doom came out. Everybody's mad
Doom
at
3.
it.
Yeah, because you can't see
It was the meme. It was the meme.
It's so good, but it just rocks that like they would make a game like that. I'm just trying to get the aesthetic, but you just can't see anything.
What was? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Doom 3, because it's like
that came out. Okay, it was 04. Yeah, I was going to a homecoming, and my date's girlfriend at the time, little brother, was playing that game in like a bright and sunny ass, think about it, 2004 computer room, so bright sunny front room, CRT monitor, and his nose is just like on the monitor with his fucking giant headphones on, and I walked up behind him while in my tux and just fucking went, screamed, and he fucking like, he flipped over in his chair. He was just like 10-year-old kid. He was like flipped over and his feet were all tangled in the headphone cord and shit. He was like, head was on the ground. This scared the fuck out of him. It was great.
Just going back to those those just memorable NPC noises from video games.
Yeah.
I think I stopped enjoying them when the first Halo came out, because whenever you like fucked with like the Marine NPCs, it'd be like, "Oh God, why are you doing this to me?" And it's just like so like brutal and painful. They're like, "Mommy," and like when they're dying and shit like that. And I was like, "All right, I don't like torturing these guys anymore."
I loved shooting them up. Yeah. It's so fun killing them.
Man,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna die!" Like they start freaking out and shit. It's like start having panic attacks. It's so
The
fun.
only game where I'd really do that in like a psychotic way was the first. It was actually acceptable. It's woke for me to do because it was against Nazis. The first Medal of Honor game, on that part where after the rail level, where the level can't end until you jump off that chain gun. Otherwise, you can just keep infinitely shooting Nazis. And one day I sat on there for like 90 minutes straight. Stupid. Just killed like 10,000 Nazis. I'm like, I'm the man. I am the man. I'm the greatest OSS agent ever.
I'm getting a medal when I get home.
That is some
Slayed a million Nazis.
That is some fucking kid from a big family, nothing to do type activity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like, I don't know. I felt like that's what video games were back then.
Yeah,
just
dude.
sit on
I would
them
burn.
and just like,
I would make playlists and burn CDs just to go with a with my favorite Tony Hawk levels. Like I'd be like, this is my Tokyo playlist. This is my Foundry playlist, and I would just mute the game. Same thing with once Vice City came out. I would stop after a while. I stopped playing with music, game music on, and I would just be. I would make like my own playlist and burn CDs and switch them like mid game and shit. I always had my own soundtrack over shit. That went all the way into WoW. I played WoW for like 12 years with zero sound at all. Not even game sounds, just music playing over it.
What did you do for GTA? Because I always liked GTA. I liked the radio system.
GTA, I liked the radio. It was good enough, and I liked most of the
it was cool.
Vice City songs anyway.
I liked how it was always on a different channel when you got in a different car too. It was like that was
I'm also
good immersion aspect.
I was
of
a radio nerd too, though. I like actually listen to the radio in my room.
I loved GTA radio, and at that time I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. As you advance the story, they would talk about it on the radio.
I know, you're like, how the fuck do they know this
like,
shit?
damn, that's crazy. I blew up that guy and they're talking about how
I'm gonna move here. I think it's real.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here. This so the first GTA game I owned was San Andreas, because 3 came out, and I think I was like in 6th grade. And I remember my brother is a year younger, and like he had money for his birthday, and he went to, I think it was like GameStop or EB Games, one of those places, to buy it. And my mom was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And then the guy behind the counter was like, "You know this is mature, right?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "They have guns and they have sex in it." And my mom was like, "All right, no." My brother was like, so mad, and he came home and he was like in tears telling me that story, and I was like, "I fucking hate that guy." But my cousins had it, and so we always played it there. And then they had Vice City, and then by the time San Andreas was out, I was in high school, so I was like, "All right, I can just go by myself. I don't give a fuck." And I put, a million hours into San Andreas, doing everything you can in that game.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto was actually the only game that my dad didn't want me to let me play until I was 17, and I never even bought it. Like I never had it. So I remember in a freshman year of high school, going over, my one friend had a party, and like everybody was like drinking, and it was like girls were showing their boobs to everybody in the closet. But I just this wasn't even in college. This was like middle school. This was like 8th grade, because I remember
I hope it's not college. You guys are like, ooh, boobies.
Yeah. This was like 8th grade. Well, I was still doing that too. But I was like, remember, like everyone's like running in, they're like, "Yo, man, is showing her boobs," and they're all like running in and out, giggling, and then I'm just sitting on the couch like chugging a 2-liter of orange soda, playing Grand Theft Auto, because this is like the only time I ever get to play it. So I just missed out on all the boobs. It was worth it though.
Yeah, but it's so worth it. Absolutely, Grand Theft Auto rocks. Are you kidding me?
I just remembered because of this. Another thing I did that year, once Vice City came out, I'd been playing it forever. But then I burnt a CD of the Madden 04 soundtrack to play to Vice City.
So sick.
It was such a good one, though. Feeling This by Blink, The Leaving Song Part 2 by AFI, Church by Outkast, Nappy Roots, Alien Ant Farm, Edema, Soil, The Roots, Joe Budden, Pump It Up.
Oh, that is pretty
Killer
cool.
Mike, Bubba Sparks, Bone Crusher, Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet, so good. All That's Left by Thrice, Way Away by Yellow Card. Even Gob, Job.
I owned Madden 2006, and I listened to that one a lot, and that was formative for me. They had Slim Thug on there, Spider Loc, Tech Nine. The Tech Nine, the Beast was on that one.
Yes,
was so fucking good. The my favorite soundtrack, I think it was MLB 05. They don't make them anymore. Shit. I gotta try to. Oh no, and MLB was the EA MLB. Let me look it up.
Not Game Day or not
MVP Baseball.
Yeah. I was thinking of
they had the Dropkick Murphys on there. They had Hot Heat, Louis the 14th, The Bravery. It was so good for like a 14-year-old boy to listen to.
My favorite video game soundtrack of all time was SSX3.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hot Chili Peppers' Higher Ground Executioners remix.
That's really good.
Jane's Addiction, Chemical Brothers Leave Home, Roy Scott, Yellow Card. Oh, Rockstar, Jason Nevins remix by NERD.
Oh God, dude.
I know. Jerk It Out by the Caesars.
Oh, that's another great song.
No one knows the Uncle remix by Queens of the Stone Age. That was also in Test Drive, Race Driver, Grid, and NHL 2003, and Dirt 4. Holy shit. Fisher Spooner, Fat Boy Slim, Autopilot Off. I haven't even thought of that since then.
My favorite game soundtrack, FIFA 06. Block Party, Helicopter.
Hell yeah. My favorite FIFA was 02.
Yeah.
02 or 03. But yeah.
13 was my favorite FIFA, and then maybe 09.
I really didn't realize until a few years ago how much video game soundtracks formed like my taste in music too. It's so weird.
Oh, absolutely.
And how many times I'll go make like a playlist now and put a song on it. I'm like, that's from that game. Just it's great.
I loved Def Jam Vendetta, like the Def Jam fighting game that came out in like 02, and that soundtrack was so fucking good.
Ice-T keeps wanting them to bring that back because it'd be good for. I've seen everybody's been streaming the new WWE just because it's so customizable. Mm-hmm. We should think about getting that game because it might be a fun stream.
It's such a bad game.
It's bad.
It's the worst game you can play.
The funny thing, though, that I would like to do is just one of us have it, just so people, like, our community can make people for us to download, because you can just put them all in, like, a big gallery and pick and download somebody's created, like, pre-made character.
So, because I did that for the UFC games, which are actually fun, but the created character sucks. The issue is, like, as fun as it is to, like, put those guys in, the problem is we see guys like Outlaw or that Ninja X3 do it, and I'm like, all right, are we just being
absolutely
them? But
the WWE semi-ironically so customizable, and you can like
because you can make them look exactly like that.
I think in WWE as well, they'll let you upload like their actual face, so you can put it over it.
You probably, but like I know, like you can change everything about a character. You can like change like how big their like hands are in comparison. Whereas like UFC, there's like 8 things you can do, so you can only make somebody look somewhat like a freak.
At least
but
it's not
UFC, you can just go, or WWE, you can just do whatever, which is great. But then again, my issue is that like, all right, am I just doing what these guys do?
Do you remember
with like a little bit of irony?
Yeah. Do you remember when the darkest skin in Mordau was like almond?
Yes, it still is.
That rules.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No, they had something slightly darker. I know that because it made a bunch of people leave the game.
Yeah. Well, you know,
you put women in my game.
I remember when we were playing that, but we didn't have a private server, and we joined like a public server, and some guy just in a full custom-made KKK outfit.
Right after we had gotten done defending it too, we're like, we just play together, so we don't really run into. It's no more race than any other game. The guy in the clan hood just runs by and kills everybody. We're like,
about nevertheless.
That reminds me of the first time seeing fireworks after the Rust update. And so I was like, ooh, someone's shooting fireworks. So, you know, we're just driving our boat at night, and then it's just nothing but the N-word just all over the sky in the Rust server.
Oh
it's like, God damn
man.
it, man.
Wow, so beautiful.
Listen, everybody, we need to chill out.
It was fucked up.
Everybody needs to take a breath.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Rust has just the way that game is. It's made for the biggest fucking psycho neat type players.
It is
absolutely
to exist.
It is. I mean, because you can just brutally punish people and take you out. Your anger.
It is a full-time job for so many people that pay $0.
Yeah, it's a no lifer game.
It is it's the no lifer game. Besides, like maybe those fucking like space games.
Yeah. But even then, I don't know. Like they don't have as direct action. Like even MMOs.
Yeah, I mean, Chet knows. Rust, you literally download the app to have your fucking phone tell you when you're being raided.
Yeah, it's fucking. I'll tell you what though, playing with this big group is so much better, just because you don't have to like no life it as much because there's always other people doing on and maintaining it. But like, yeah,
let's face it, there's always somebody that no life's a little harder.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no,
there's always somebody
some people in the
no life in a different time.
Oh, dude, I'm having so much fucking fun with this game again though. I
love gamers though. I love true gamers like that. I respect it.
Oh yeah,
it takes.
It's fine. But it is like, I mean, the problem is usually no life games like that will breed the biggest pieces of shit.
Yeah. Well, if you fuck someone up or their base up, you're literally ruining their life.
Yeah, you can just ruin someone's entire. You can just waste someone's week's worth of work for somebody.
Weeks and weeks. Yeah.
Like you could just fuck their whole month. Like literally, like when we get raided, it's like, all right, well, I guess. I'm not going to be playing Rust this week, so I can do this, and it's like just changes my way about it. Like I know that's a little more extreme, but like I don't know, it's just playing it committed is very fun though.
Well, you have to play it. I mean, you don't have to. I play on those more casual servers where they let you build up for 3 weeks, and they do a week of fighting. That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But to play it like properly, which is the way Chet plays, you do need to actually plan. Be like, this is my 3 weeks of Rust time.
Yep. Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh man, I died on Fortnite. I'm gonna hop on Rust, see what's going on. Well, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, Michael, they're actually on the Rustoria main, like the big main server. They're upping the player count on the server to 1,000 players.
Oh my god,
on a server. Dude, so we were talking about it
fun because packed servers are already so laggy once everything's built.
Well, what I said was like we should wait a couple, wipes for them to iron out the wrinkles, and then all of us like just say, hey, this month is when we're gonna do the Rustoria main, and like let's try to focus a little bit more than we normally do, and just see how far you could get, and because it'd just be insane. Like, man, there's only like
I'm gonna come raid you guys. I'm gonna be a meatbag. I'm gonna team up with some Nazis and fuck you guys. It's like nothing personal, guys. Sorry for all those slurs, by the way. I was with friends.
Dude, just start building little bases around the big base and shooting fireworks off with slurs, like making the whole server think it's the base you surrounded.
Like, I'm gonna quadruple wall you guys and then put like 18 TCs around all of them.
You guys see those racists down there? Let's go get them, huh?
So epic. Did anyone in Rust start to do epic Russia and Ukraine things, like writing Z's on shit?
Oh god, I can imagine.
Honestly,
they had to.
Honestly, the only thing I've seen was just one flag that was just one base that was plastered with Ukrainian flags. Nothing, but I haven't really been raiding that much though either.
Oh well, that's respectful.
So that was a Nazi.
Yeah, right. I don't even know. I don't know fucking shit about anything.
That's
you don't know?
Last week. That's last month's news anyway, dude.
It's not my problem, dude.
No, we're still going on. That's last month's. That already happened.
Did you guys see?
Man, no, that's literally the media.
Did you guys see today at the Saudi GP? It's free practice today at the Jeddah circuit or whatever they call, and like 7 miles away, an oil refinery got hit in a terror attack. And
holy
they
fuck,
just haven't mentioned it. Like it happened during the practice. Like there's pictures of like the driver's point of view from the cars while they're running the track, and you just see like the smoke in the background and shit. It's kind of fucked up.
Wild.
It's so fucked up to not mention. Yeah. It's so wild that you would just like gloss over it and pretend it didn't happen.
That whole area it's so funny too, when you see like Steve Harvey or Jeff Foxworthy on like an Instagram post something, and then the location's in Dubai. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is in Dubai that wants to see Jeff Foxworthy, man?
Dude, somebody with a lot of money and they don't know what to do
I know
with
exactly who. They all have really cool.
I know.
They all have cool Instagram usernames like RRRR. And those are all the Emiratis. They're fucking rich ass motherfuckers. They literally their day is like, for breakfast we're going to the Salt Bays restaurant, and then we're going to go to a zero gravity flight, and then after that we're going to go skiing indoors for 3 hours, and then we're going to go see my pet giraffe and ride him because he has a saddle. Like, what? And then we're going to go meet some fucking dwarfs from Russia. Like, Hasbulla's here. Like, it's so weird.
Right, let's play around with these
Those
little
guys
freaks.
are literally just fucking playing with their toys all day.
Honestly, like,
that's
respect to that. Like, that's the kind of, if you're going to be insanely rich, that's how you're supposed to do it. Like, Why be a fucking
No,
grouchy?
not respected that also because it's also built with a lot of slave labor. Cause they're like, yo, do you hate living in Northern Africa? Come up here and work for nothing.
Yeah,
It's way better.
Hey, no, we're gonna pay you. Oh, we're just gonna take your passports so they're safe. We're keeping them.
We're gonna keep them in this box here, and once the stadium's done, you might get them back. Who knows?
You'll get them back.
You'll get them back. That was a joke.
It's fucked up too. When they,
Literally, the reason I'm not gonna watch the World Cup this year because it's all fucking slave built.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's in Qatar this year.
I know, and they got that 10 years ago.
They killed Babu, man.
That, right? Well, he's still alive. It's fine. Don't worry about
I forgot
Babu.
Babu's the boss now.
Yeah, Babu's leading everybody.
They found Babu sending kisses to women on Twitter 40 times a day, and they're like, "You are gonna come build the stadium now. We're sick of you." And he's like, "A rose for you."
You tune into the World Cup, and there's just a bunch of rose gifts all over the stadium walls.
They're flashing on the neon signs or on the marquees. Like, how do you get a GIF on there? What the fuck?
We couldn't get rid of it. This guy kept putting them on, and we couldn't wipe it clean.
Babu
somehow. Vision. Babu vision of the
Babu's so
the
cool.
stream. Babu is the man.
Babu was a guy, Chet. He was a Pakistani man who was on Twitter many years ago, and he would send roses to not just women but also CJ.
I remember. I think I remember him replying to him.
Kiss
Babu,
for
Babu.
you. Babu.
This for
It was like Babu
you
Babu
are all.
50, a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Anyway,
His last tweet was on December 26th, 2016.
Yep, and that's when he got captured.
Promoted and captured.
Employed.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, by the way. We just make that up because he stopped posting.
he just probably forgot his password. And
We've written a lot of Babu lore though because we wonder where he is. We love
make
him.
up fake Babu lore. My favorite picture is
It's
the
coping
one
mechanism, really. We just need him
is
to
the thumbs
be
up
existing.
with surrounded by thumbs up, and it's
so
bursting
awesome.
through.
That's so fucking sick.
for you.
Yeah, and then it's okay, and then I'll miss you, Rose. I mean, he was the founder of just
The rose.
sending the rose of love. Yeah,
Yeah, the rose of love. What a contribution.
Yeah, huge influence on our culture.
he's
that
a
we
leader.
know.
He's a thought leader. Yeah, absolutely. He created this, and we
Amazing.
honor him by sending the rose of love to each other every day. All right, but would you guys like to get into
Speaking of tweets,
our tweet of the week?
Let's hear it.
let's go.
Cue the music. All right. This one, and I don't know if we read this one actually, but it's from a couple weeks ago. But courtesy of Michael at home_halfway.
Is he now
Couple
just Michael,
guys.
not Michael Sucks?
Yeah, he's Michael now. He changed
Wow,
it.
he doesn't suck anymore. Let's go.
Well, he's learned and he's grown.
Good.
Couple of guys ramming their man buns into each other like they're horns in this Whole Foods. Pretty good, right? Because man buns, and they stop at Whole Foods.
Wait, what's the date on this one?
3/14.
2017?
Nope.
14?
Nope. 2022.
Oh, my God.
Very relevant.
Because from the content,
You would think it was 2012 Whole Foods joke, man buns joke.
can I hear the joke again, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Couple of guys ramming their man buns into each other like they're horns in this Whole Foods.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Received.
And then this one was from a day ago that he tweeted at 1:29 a.m. I live to correct every mistake I've ever made, except for my jokes. I can't fix those. And it was deleted at 1:36 a.m.
My God.
That's a pretty long time.
Michael, stop deleting shit. Did he deactivate again recently and reactivate? It's hard to search his shit.
No. I think it's just... Oh, maybe he did. I don't think so, but...
Never mind. It's working again. I was just seeing if he had tweeted the man bun thing before. Seems very him.
It's very him, and I'm sure he has tweeted about
Can you
man
believe
buns
he only
before.
has 2 undeleted tweets that contain the word man bun?
Yeah, that's surprising. Maybe
very
because
surprising.
he didn't want to I don't know,
He's got a
be
shit
careful.
hairline, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has baby
he
hair.
he just hates
Yeah.
guys with luscious locks. It's no big.
I mean, it's true. He does
Okay, I
hate
found
us.
some more by putting a space between man and bun.
Yeah, so he has a line in between man and bun. So you could probably search that.
Yep, he does
To find some
hyphenate
good
it for
ones.
some reason.
Yeah.
Barista, what can I make for you today? Guy in a suit.
That's a line.
Down. It's a mid bar. It's not a down bar. It's a mid bar. Barista, what can I make for you today? Guy in a suit with a man bun. Whatever's the most irritating. How about that?
2016. I've decided to protest this election by growing a man bun.
Okay. I don't
That's
know
good.
what that means.
That's good.
I don't know what that means.
He's protesting Obama winning, I guess?
It was Trump. That was Trump.
Oh,
Trump
yeah,
and Hillary.
Right. Man, my years are so fucked.
But I know.
That's so long
crazy
ago.
to think
That's
about.
5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh, okay. If you put the words together, is it cannibalism if you only eat the guy's man bun?
I saw that
What
one.
the fuck,
That's
man?
pretty
Just
good.
eating hair?
Why would you eat hair?
And that one he definitely self-retweeted like 4 times as well, and it still didn't do that well.
Dearest Mildred, it has been 2 fortnights since I last wrote from the war. The enemy draws closer to our camp. My man bun was shot off B.
Yeah, it cuts off like the letter keeps going.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I get what he's going for there, but it's not that funny.
Sheila Pierce says, Michael, you are a force of nature. Smiley face, heart.
Sheila Pierce's picture, man.
Yeah, that's a good
It's the Grateful Dead bear's tattoo under
my
what looks like
God.
her ear.
Yeah, that's on her neck. I'm an old hippie woman, proud survivor of the 60s, a fiber artist, and a devout liberal. Smiley
Yes, you
face.
are.
Holy
You
shit,
sure
this
are.
lady. This is my 3 bears tattoo.
She is
She
cool.
rocks. She's dope, actually.
Very cool.
Sheila, I can treat you so much better than Michael can. All right, enough of that. That was Tweet of the Week. Welcome. Congratulations.
Congrats to
Good job, Michael.
Home halfway.
Nice job,
Go ahead and
dude.
give him a
proud of
follow.
you.
Nice.
Go give him a follow. He will block you.
He will block you. Go give him a follow. He might follow you back. He might aggressively DM you, tell you he's going to kill himself, and tell you he's not going to. Then he's going to unfollow you. Then if you unfollow
got a
him,
kid.
he will unfollow. If you
He's got
follow
a
him,
son. It's very stressful. It's tough.
if you're mutuals
Sorry for
with
the
him
messages.
and you unfollow him, he will unfollow you within 30 seconds. It's very
If
strange.
not less than that.
Yeah, very strange.
A fun thing you could do would be follow him, and he follows you. And then unfollow him. He's going to unfollow you. Then follow him again, and he'll refollow you. And see how many times it takes for him to stop following you.
You know what would be even better to abuse is the new feature where you can just remove someone as your follower. So you can keep favoriting his shit and retweeting it and like getting him numbers on it. And then every time he follows you back, you just remove him again. You're like, he'd be like, what the fuck?
Just like retweeting or like replying, be like, "Oh, I love this, Michael. I'm so sorry. I don't know why you unfollowed me."
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Keep doing like his shit to him. Hey, don't know what I said to make you unfollow again, but have
I'm so
good
sorry.
luck with
I love
everything
your
and just have a
jokes.
nice life, I guess. Just good luck
I
with
love
everything.
your jokes. You're so funny, ma'am, but I don't know why you unfollowed me.
Yeah. At Courtney O'Courtney. At Courtney O'Courtney. Loved your jokes, loved your timeline. Sorry, whatever I said that offended you to make you unfollow. Good luck with everything in your life.
I'm still gonna follow you just in case.
That's such a cool home halfway type.
He deleted all those after I called him out for that. I was kind of sad about it. Yeah, I found all of them, and he got rid of at least most of them. The ones I think I retweeted them.
Yeah,
before he blocked me.
Literally, the only one left is him saying to somebody suspended now.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, no idea how you got unfollowed. This has been fixed. Sorry, man.
Because there was probably at least 12 of them where he was just adding women, asking why they unfollowed him.
There was also a really long time when he was trying to do the cool guy Twitter thing where they have like, oh, yeah, man, you are cool because you follow fewer than 1,000 people. I see that only 3 numbers there. Pretty dope. And he just let it hover at like 998 forever. Just having to unfollow someone to unfollow a new 23-year-old girl is so cool.
But I think if you...
Now he's just following 3,500. He's like, please, God, interact.
I need it, please.
I need it so fucking bad.
Please, I'll follow you. If you have more than 10,000 followers or if you're an attractive woman, I will follow you.
He follows more people than me. That's crazy. His timeline must be... Actually, his timeline's probably still dead. All those accounts are like 10 years old.
Yeah, most of those accounts probably aren't
very awesome
around anymore, but he also just... I think he doesn't even check his timeline. They go into those like DM groups like he tries to start, because he also tweeted about that recently, and like they just share their own tweets in there and they go, retweet this one, this was funny, and they go, oh my gosh,
it's a juicer chat.
Oh, Sharon, this is so funny. You're so funny.
You are so fucking funny.
I love the way your brain works.
It'd be cool to get into that group and post shit and be like, juice this, and it's all slightly reworked jokes from him from like 2014. Helen Hunt, but only when Helen hungry. Hey. I'd be like, well, that's some pretty parallel thought we just had there.
Oh, sorry, parallel thought. I love when he does.
We have a lot of parallel thoughts.
So much, man. Because he steals jokes all the time
This is like the parallelest thought I've ever had.
Which is whatever. I don't care. It's funny that you would steal the tweets, but then someone replies is like, this guy did it better. And then he'll either, depending who says it, he'll either act like very pissed off and be like, well, it's just, they're not actually the same parallel thoughts. Or then he'll like retweet the other person's while leaving his up and be like, theirs is so funny.
Yep.
He's
Two great jokes. He's so cool.
Two great jokes.
Great minds think alike.
All credits due to them. You should follow this account. They're so funny.
She is subconsciously
a wonderful young lady.
Great tits. I mean, shit. Breaks his pen.
Just a blood vessel snaps in his head.
Blood vessel snaps under his puka shell necklace.
that chain that's just so tight.
Oh, his little chain.
He's the goat.
I know we've talked about chain guys before, but where do they come from? How do you start wearing a little tiny chain like that, and then how do you replace it? Because it's going to break eventually. You
don't stop wearing it because you can't take it off.
That's true.
Your neck has gotten so thick.
It has one of those little latches where he's just like, I'm not going to fuck with this.
I can't fuck with this.
I finally got it on. I'm never going to fuck with that again.
I shower with it on. I can't take it off, and I'm too embarrassed to ask my wife to take it off for me. So I just have this little gold chain around my neck.
He's doing like the little kid. You ever seen a little kid get frustrated when they get their head stuck in something like a shirt or taking their hoodie off and they get all fucking red and mad? And so I'm trying to fucking reach his armor all the way around his head to fucking do the latch.
He tries to twist it to the front of his neck so he can get it, and it just scratches him. He can't do it.
He's got a little bit of slack, and he tries to twist it to the latch, and it just tightens more on his neck. He's sitting like
just growing purple. I'm done. I can't get this. It's cool.
He starts seeing spots, and then he starts seeing little faves. Then he sees little hearts floating, and then they turn to stars. And he's like, "Whoa!" Reverse Twitter.
We're back in time.
He sees
I'm in the glory era.
Fave star Bucky Isotope retweeting him.
Oh, if I had this many followers in 2012, I for sure wouldn't have let a family stop me from becoming a comedy writer.
I would have came inside Amanda Bynes.
Oh, God damn it, dog.
He used to, when she was going through her 2013 Twitter thing where she was just going fucking nuts though. He would be at Amanda Bynes. If you need anyone to talk to get through this. A lot of people are making fun right now, but I just want to say that I know what you're going through. Being that guy, it's so fucking cool.
Fuck, I love that, dude.
I did that.
I love that so much.
I did that ironically with Tila Tequila, and then she followed me back and would DM me all the time. And then Chris Crocker too, the fucking leave Britney alone guy, loved me.
Yeah,
so weird.
I do that too. I did that to Doja Cat today and Dua Lipa, but they're never seeing my tweets, so it's
they already follow you.
Yeah, they already follow me, but they have me muted.
I think if you became friends with Dua Lipa or Doja Cat, Jake would legit stop talking to you out of jealousy.
For sure.
He would just start shitting. He'd shit on you and be like, Tom's actually kind of a dick. Here's what I know.
He would hate me. He would hate me for the rest of his life.
And I was back in Akron and I was talking to locals about Tom.
He already hates me because every time he talks about sex, I go, no, you hate it.
Yeah. Why?
It drives him wild.
Yeah. So
he does not need top, by the way. Just getting this out there. Jake hates head. He hates top. He hates sex. He never wants to bust again.
Mm-hmm. I've heard him say that multiple times, actually.
Yeah. See? Thank you, Chet.
He used to say that all the time when we played PUBG together.
They've got those little finger condoms for salad makers to wear that are better than gloves. And he puts one of those it's like a swimming cap right on the tip of his dick.
He's like, nope, you can't get this. You can't get any of this. I retain. Jake's a known retainer. Which is smart. It's healthy for you.
My new thing is telling people that my dick is caged this month. I can't do certain things.
But, really, you're caged in March, because usually that's a Locktober thing. Or maybe in November.
Locktober, November.
Drew was posting a lot about Locktober. And that was very frustrating. I had to see a lot of locked up guys. And,
the cages are so weird. I would hate that, man. I would hate to pee on my cage and then it fucking splashes and gets all over.
It just dribbles down onto your balls, and you gotta like straddle the toilet. But I mean, you gotta sit down. You can't stand and pee.
But imagine,
it just seems like it sucks.
But you're sitting taking a shit, and then the poop touches your cage, and you gotta try to clean the clean the poop off your dick cage.
Now I gotta shower with
fucking thing's got poop on. I got poop on my dick cage.
Oh, honey, I got poop on my dick cage. Can you clean it off for me?
So fucking sorry.
I made a mess. I'm so fucking sorry.
Walking into the work 35 minutes late. I am so sorry. Just a fucked up morning. What happened? It's just a fucked up morning.
Well, if you really want to know, I got poop on my dick cage.
I got poop on my dick cage. It's Locktober, and it's 13 days in Locktober, and I had B-dubs last night. And
I got the spicy. I know I shouldn't have gotten the spicy.
I was at a rest stop, and there was already a bunch of poop in there, but it was the only toilet, and I had to go. Oh, God.
Oh, God damn it, dog.
Getting other people's poop on your dick cage would be what I'd be worried about.
It just sucks. Like, I can't imagine. Like, you just have that, like, piece of plastic and metal just, like, pulling on your junk the entire time.
I would be like, babe, I know you love my dick locked up, but can I
just... What if only wore it at home?
Babe, can my dick be on probation?
Do we have a dick monitor? I don't need to be locked up, but just put a monitor on it.
The guy that's new to caging. He's like, whoa, hey, did I get conjugal visits? Is your pussy gonna come visit me? Been a bad boy. Stupid.
It sucks. It really, some shit just sucks.
Yeah. It makes me really glad. Like, I know my brain doesn't work very well, but I'm really glad it works well enough to not to do any of that weird shit.
I can touch my dick and make it throw up. Yeah. And don't have to do anything too weird.
Yeah. Just think of a boob and that does the trick, like normal person.
Check the Pornhub and search long-haired guy fucking MILF.
Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem.
Just goes into Google boob and like, all right, that's it. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's
the
nice.
way you just said
nice
that. I was thinking of that as an actual Google product where they have porn. Google boob, Booble, dude, Booble's sick.
Booble.
Let's go.
That's not. It used to be a website. I remember.
I'm going
because I remember typing that in like grade school and being like, "This is the greatest idea for a website ever." Booble.
Yeah, Booble.
Yep, Booble is an adult search engine.
Let's go.
Looks pretty dormant though.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Yeah, I just made it.
Let's see. I just minted it, dude.
What you are about to hear is amazing. Something you won't hear anywhere else. That's because you're locked in to the #1 radio station with the #1 radio show. The personalities on this show are highly trained. Trained in what? Yeah, we're not sure. But they deliver every single day. So no matter what you're doing, whether you're at work, at home, driving in the car,
jacking off,
you'll be exposed to radio excellence. If you think you can find this kind of entertainment somewhere else, you're wrong. Studies have proven that listening to this radio show can add 10 years to your life. Don't believe me?
Fuck you.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats.
Speaking of poop on dick cages, do you guys want to hear the poisoning of the week?
Oh, yes, please. I've been waiting for this.
All right. The culprit this week. I don't know how they reached this. The culprit is Tyson Chicken. The location? Missouri. No city, just Missouri. This was 4 days ago. Actually, this was about a week ago now. Alright, this is the post. This is not me reading now. This was last night, 3/16/22. I got sick after eating Tyson Chicken. Vomiting felt very disgusting. I was pissed off. No punctuation on any of that. Pissed is P-I-S-T.
Ooh.
I'm thinking it was the Tyson Chicken again. And I'm pretty much upset during, well, yeah, I'm pissed. And I hate to sue, but it's coming to that very soon. I don't know what restaurant it was. We were passing through. Can't remember the town or nothing. so they're passing through. They're passing through Missouri. They stop at a restaurant. The Missouri, by the way, takes hours and hours to get through. It's not like a little Rhode Island drive. You should know where you are. How do they know it was Tyson? How?
Yeah, right.
They don't know the restaurant. They weren't able to verify that.
They don't know anything else. And also, like, when you're driving, like, across Missouri,
Everything
like,
can make you
across
sick.
anything, you are eating garbage. You are going to the gas station and being like, well, we're driving. I could eat whatever I want.
Somebody
Bull fucking shit is Tyson.
Yeah.
I mean,
3 bags of beef jerky.
I can believe
Yeah,
that
right.
they were on a road trip. They happened to eat at a sit-down restaurant. The food is probably fine. They had
Yeah.
road trip fucking diarrhea sickness
Yeah.
later, and then they're just typing in the I
They
was
probably also
poisoned.
had- like-
how did this person make it to iwaspoisoned.com?
They had 100 ounces of coffee and then, like, several sodas, no water. They had beef jerky,
Smoking
like,
cigarettes
ate at
with the windows
McDonald's.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Just, like, 8 bags of combos, one every hour.
Yeah.
And I think it was the Tyson chicken.
Okay,
that really
if you
ran through me.
if you search food poisoning on Google, it doesn't, on the first 2 pages, you can't even find I was poisoned. So I'm pretty sure this person just typed in I was poisoned into Google to find it, which is even funnier.
That's so cool.
I was poisoned. I like to imagine they typed that in with a question mark. They're trying to figure out if they were poisoned.
Yeah, fad style to general. I was poisoned?
I was poisoned? I believe I...
Me meeting God after I died from being poisoned. I was poisoned?
I was poisoned? Investigate?
Dude, I would hate to be one of those fucking spies that dies by getting poisoned by a woman walking by. This is so lame.
I always thought... I remember GoldenEye, the movie, and the one general dies having sex with that lady because she, like, crushes his torso with her legs. And I remember being like, that's kind of dope. I'd like to go out like that.
That's actually, I'm gonna die, man.
Yeah, I was like, if I got seduced and killed... At least I need to be, like, doing it.
Yeah.
My torso could actually take it. The one thing that I always thought was cool was in David Lynch's Dune, Duke Leto's cyanide tooth, when the Sardo car coming from down the hallway, he just, like, fucking bites down on his molar and just dies. Oh, I'll fucking die. I just bit my cyanide tooth by accident.
I have that.
It pulled apart in a bagel. I'm fucking dying.
I have that, but it's just threatening my wife when I can't get an Auntie Anne's pretzel at the mall.
True.
Fainting stopped working, so I had to get a cyanide tooth installed. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be gone. One pretzel. Why can't I get one pretzel? I will split it with you.
Come on, don't you smell it? Doesn't it smell good?
I would not.
Yeah, it's good.
I would not promise. There's no way I could promise splitting a pretzel. I'm sorry. I would give you a little piece. You don't even get any mustard.
Well,
That's
that's
all
what
mine.
splitting is.
Well, pretzels aren't it wasn't very symmetrical. I think you got the lion's share, though.
Just breaking off a piece and, like, they're, like, slowly eating it, looking around, just, like, scarfing down. Well, I think we had half. I think we should have.
You have, like...
Oh, did you
have, like,
want more?
You have, like, 4 inches of pretzel left with, like, a little mustard in the tray, and you just throw it in the trash. You're like, oh, stuffed. I actually filled up.
I'm full.
Fuck, man.
Well, it's
Very good.
almost an hour, and I got a little segment here at the end about to play that was supposed to be ready for last episode, and that's about 5 minutes,
Oh,
so that's
wow.
going to get us to
Double
an hour.
segment.
So.
Double check.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, should have been out last week.
let's-
Let's not talk about it, though. It was a rough one for
We
me.
hope Aaron had a nice day at work. We hope Alex had a nice day in bed.
Stay asleep.
He's gonna be editing this anyway. So hello, Alex. Thank you.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah. Fuck you, Alex.
Hope you had a nice day. See you tonight for Fortnite. Let's hand it over to Chet.
All right.
All right.
Take it over.
There it is,
Let's
Chet.
take it over, me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party.
Thumbnail this. Thumbnail this. Thumbnail this. Here's a quick thumbnail this. Quick thumbnail to these guys. There's a thumbnail. There's a quick thumbnail this. Quick thumbnail. What does everyone think of that? Thumbnail this. Thumbnail this.
But I'll tell you this, guys. I had a weird dream that Tom said he would sponsor me. I'd have to sell out and let him own the Outlaw brand, and I'd have to suck his dick. It was a disgusting dream. No, Tom, I would never do that in real life.
and I'd have to suck it.
You know, I was gonna be nice to Tom if he would have listened to my birthday wish, but he told me to fuck off. And about those other old tweets from a long time ago, I decided that James Did It Trying can go ahead and have Tom part of his video game adventure. I was gonna cancel it. I was telling James shouldn't cancel. It's a bad idea, but
Let's start the party.
Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and those flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Taste of love is sweet. When hearts like ours meet, I flip for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and those flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.